Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day I wish to all of you. So as we all know, we're going to discuss about our first video for our LAX today. So before we start discussing, let's all introduce ourselves first, shall we? So let me start first. My name is Muhammad Amin Mustaqim bin Bakri and my metric number 34. Let's see.
Hello. Hi.
Yes.
My name is Amir Aimanul Hakim bin Muhammad alias. My metric number is 192527.
Alright.
Okay.
Next.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. And hi, my name is Ahmad Safiuddin bin Saharuddin. And my metric number is 193045.
Alright. Next.
My name is Sa Amirul Arif Ali Idrus bin Said Putra Idrus. My matrix number is 202407.
Assalamualaikum. My metric number is 203802.
Alright. Next.
Hi, my name is Sarah Nadia with metric number 193628.
Next.
Hi, my name is Nur Azia binti Muhammad Fuzi. My metric number is 193511.
Hi, my name is Ratna Fatina binti Muhammad Basri, metric number 194408.
Alright, I think that's all of us, right? So
Yes.
without further ado, let's all continue with our discussion. Alright, first thing first, I think we need to discuss on the name for our newspaper first, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So any of you have any idea or any suggestion on what it's going to be?
Anyone who would like to start first?
Okay, Ahmad.
For the title of
Sorry Ahmad, I cannot hear you.
Okay, for the title of the newspaper, I suggest to give a name of the update time because update.
Alright, that's a good name.
Update time
Yeah,
because
So,
news only.
so any of you have
How
any
about
other
the others?
suggestions?
I would suggest a name. My suggestion for the name of our newspaper would be the Scouts Mail, because we would be scouting for news, something like that.
Like that. Good.
Is it
Yeah.
scout
Alright.
for
Very
like
interesting.
scout? SCOUT?
Yeah, that's Scouts. Not the Boy Scouts, but Scouts. Scouting for news.
Okay.
Alright, that's a cool name too. Anyone have any other suggestions?
I also have an idea to share with you guys. I would like to suggest our newspaper's name, which is the Daily Tribune.
Maybe try.
Okay. Or maybe we could change into the Weekly Tribune because we don't make this every day, right?
True.
But
Right.
something like that. Because I have seen this the Tribune word on the New York Tribune. It's quite interesting for me. So yeah, I think I would suggest for that name. Any any suggestion?
I would like to suggest
Any other suggestion?
as well. Okay, the name that I would like to suggest is Enrich News, because our aim, this is like what our main purpose is supposed to be. We want to fill our readers with fresh news, and also because the word enrich can be used to like top up the general knowledge of our readers, assuming that our readers has knowledge on things. So when we use the enrich news, people become like, eating foods is like fortified foods or enriched foods. It's like topping up their knowledge. It's like that.
Understandable.
Good, that's good.
Ah.
Sorry, what was the name again?
Enrich
The name
news.
of
Enrich News.
Enrich.
Enrich. Oh, okay.
Alright.
That's a nice.
So for me, I
Okay.
think I'm going to agree with the Weekly Tribute, right? From Amin.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Why
I think
you
that's
like?
Alright, I
Okay,
think
continue.
it's a very interesting name to put on the news, because just like you say, we don't do this daily, so we did it for a weekly. So the Weekly Tribute is quite interesting for me. So what about you guys?
Maybe we could just vote on it we still have to discuss what's inside our newspaper.
Is there
Oh.
any other suggestion on the name of the newspaper?
No,
Oh,
that's what.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
So right now we have
Just
four
looking about
suggestions, right?
Yep.
Yes. Four.
Okay. So,
Yes.
do we vote on it?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, let's
Let's go.
Okay. So for the first
Sure.
name, which is from Ahmad, or is it Amir?
Ahmad.
What was the name?
Ahmad first.
Can someone repeat the name of the newspaper again?
Yeah,
Ahmad.
I forgot.
the update time.
Update
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
The
the
Update time.
So,
The update
have
time.
you
Okay.
vote on that?
Okay. Who agrees with update time can just
Raise your hand.
say. Yeah.
Raise your hand in Zoom.
You can raise
So,
your hand. You
but I
can
think
say.
first, I think we need to like determine how many times we can raise our hands first because like 8 of us inside
Oh, I think
Oh, I
one.
think maybe one.
once. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only one.
Okay.
So,
So
we don't
let's
have much
start.
time. So, the first one?
So what's the count?
Okay, we start again. For update
Okay,
time,
okay.
any votes on the update time, raise your hand.
Alright. Update time. Okay,
we
one
got one
Ahmad.
vote,
Yeah.
two Ratna.
Alright.
Okay, so we got two for update time. For the second one, which is my suggestion, which is Scouts Mail. So who votes on that? Okay. So far one is okay. So for next would be the weekly Tribune for Amir. Who agrees on that?
The Weekly Tribune.
Okay,
Okay lah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, mostly an average that wins. So,
Alright.
so the name of our newspaper would be the Daily Tribune, the Weekly Tribune.
The weekly. Yeah.
Alright.
Nice, nice.
The weekly.
So now we've got to determine what sections are going to be inside the newspaper.
Alright.
So,
Oh, I thought the section we will be discussing in video number 2. Is it?
Oh,
no. In
We
video
decide in
number
this
2,
video.
in video number 2, we'll already be discussing the news in the sections.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Alright.
So I will
So,
start with my suggestions for one of the sections would be sport, very popular.
I really agree about that because I think most of people really like sports. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it right, guys?
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I myself buy newspaper only to read sports. So very good.
Very good.
Such an example.
So okay.
Let's see
Ahmad,
another
what sport do you
suggestion.
like?
I like football.
Football. Nice. Ahmad Safiuddin, what sport do you like?
Oh yeah, I like video.
E-sport
E-sport.
also.
Yeah.
Same. I also like.
Gamer.
How about you, Amin?
Yeah, I like sports too, but I like football. But I think that's not the important question right now. Because we need to
It's okay.
Question, right? Very good.
Yes, yes.
We'll
I'm sorry, I'm
continue
just
on that
joking.
in the next video. It's okay.
It's
So,
okay.
we need 4 sections, right?
Yeah.
I would like to suggest one section,
Okay.
Alright.
which is health, because people are interested with their health and their family's
Yeah.
health and friends, and furthermore, health is everyday update. We have
nowadays.
especially in this pandemic, and every day is is a thing that we always be updated from time to time.
Yes,
True.
I also agree about that.
And
Health
it
is very
is a
concerning.
wide field that we can talk about health.
Yes. Sure.
I would like
Anyone who
to
has-
ask Said,
Yes.
for the we want to include sports, right? Can you like justify a little bit more why you want sports exactly?
Yeah, I can. Because sports is like nowadays you have new sports updates every day, and plus in this Corona time where there are some sports who are being played off in a very different environment, such as for the NBA area. So I feel like if we update these type of news each week, it will be interesting for our newspaper because people are going to get to read about sports being played in this pandemic.
I agree in that.
Do you understand a bit now, or would you like me to go a bit more in depth?
I do understand. I would like,
yeah, me too.
There we go.
Can I like add one more section, perhaps?
Sorry?
I would like to ask one more section. The section that I want to add is interior design. Because as like what Syed said just now, we're in the pandemic era, so we're staying at home, or we are either staying at home or go to work, right? So we go back to back. So the interior design in our home and our workplace, I think is important. So people will be very much want to read our newspapers because they stay in home or stay at workplace quite some time. So yeah, they would like to read our newspapers to get more ideas on interior design.
All right.
What do you guys think about that?
Cool.
I think I agree on that too. Yes, Simon?
Yeah, I agree with it.
I think it is an interesting idea because it is new to us. Some people doesn't know about the interior design more detail. So through our publication, maybe we can talk about the interior design more.
You guys have any suggestions?
So how about the last one?
The last one.
What about you, Aiman? Would you like to suggest any section that you want to suggest?
Yeah, I would like, but it's okay if you guys do not agree. I would suggest we put international news in our section for our news publication. This is because I think international news is very important for anybody, because we need to what happening around the world, not just in our country, also in other country, whether it be in politics or business. Somehow our country also. So true. It is quite important. Okay, that's all.
If we go for international, I think they would be too general because we already have like sport. Sport could be international as well.
Also true.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's okay. We can.
Any other section?
Okay.
What about
suggest?
Yes.
I would like to suggest for our section is. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to suggest for our section is food. Food is quite general, but we can include many teachers having some recipe, because nowadays we just stay at home or stay at workplace. We can spend our time by with cooking, but we don't know what to cook. So we can share something in the news about the recipe or food, so that they can know.
Interesting too.
Yes. For your information, I really love food.
Me too.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to add on any sections before we pick our 4?
How about technology?
Why technology? Can you explain why?
Okay. So why technology? Because like nowadays everything went online, shopping. Probably someone in the community in the countryside needs newspaper or technology for them to update the services transformation. So probably that's why technology needs a part in the newspaper. Okay, that's all.
Can
see, Alright, that's a good suggestion too. So I think we have little time left. So can we just vote on topic
we can start voting
for our newspaper now?
Everybody bring up some good points. So, but we can only pick 4. The rest 4. Okay, so let's start by picking by voting again, of course. So for the first section that is going up for vote, I would recommend my section, which is sports. So does anybody agree that we put sports in our newspaper?
Of course.
Agree.
Okay. So one of our sections would be sports. The
Alright.
second section, does anyone agree with interior design?
Not
Oh,
really.
good.
Not really. Not really.
Okay, we have 2 for
One
interior
vote for
design.
me.
Me
What?
too, Amir. Me too.
Okay, there's 2 people who vote for interior design. Okay, next
Okay.
would be technology. Who wants technology in
Technology.
this section?
Me.
Technology.
Okay.
Okay. I will
I'm
give
okay
you.
with technology. Okay.
Alright.
So I feel
So
like technology has enough votes to be included in our
Yes.
section.
Yes.
Okay.
Imagine.
Yeah,
So the next section was the health.
Yes.
How
for the
important?
corona, I
Health is
would.
very
Yeah,
important.
health is very important.
Yeah.
I agree with that as
Yes.
well.
it must be
Yeah.
Okay,
included.
automatic included.
Automatic auto health.
Alright.
And we
Alright.
have spot for one more.
Which
What
is
section? Which is
FOOD.
food
Okay,
or what
between
was the
sports
other one?
and international news, right?
International news.
Yeah, international news.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
So
bother lah,
for food,
international
who
news.
votes for food?
I think we should
Very
vote for
Absolutely
food.
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 Everybody
Alright.
loves food.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay.
Food.
Alright, we can all
Food.
agree on food. Okay.
Food.
Very
Also
the food.
So
automatically
auto
included.
food.
Alright.
Alright.
Complete for
Okay, so our 4 sections for the weekly tribune are sports,
Health.
technology, health, and food.
Food.
So for next week's discussion, for video discussion number 2, we would start off with the first section, which is
Sport.
which section would you all like to start on?
I think what about
I would
food?
suggest for sport.
I think maybe
Or-
we can
Health, 3
we can
different.
discuss it
Food.
on the
Alright.
next week.
Alright. So can we talk about this again, please? So what are going to be our
Our
first
first
section to be discussed on the next video? I would highly suggest sports because it's the most wide news for all of us to discuss about it that we can choose on. So there's a variety of news we can discuss
Sure.
on. So what about you guys?
I agree with you.
But
I mean,
I
Mustaqim.
think I think I have to disagree on that
Yes.
because
Okay.
the sports right now is quite critical and limited because we're in the pandemic situation, right? So maybe
I
the news
see.
is not that latest. I don't know. It's just a suggestion.
I also disagree. Can I disagree?
You can disagree, no problem. No
Station
problem.
is because if we can see in the newspaper, the sports section always put at the last
Last.
section maybe.
Last page.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah,
page.
it's the
On
back
last
page.
or
Yeah.
the last
the
part,
back
or maybe we can follow the I don't know,
Commonly-
tradition
You
or
want to
the arrangement, but
Okay.
who knows, we can change it
Alright.
or we can stay with that. Just my thought.
Yeah, very good, very
I
good.
have suggestion. Why don't we just go with the alphabet, starting from F food, second health, and then S
Sports.
first sport, and then lastly technology.
Very
Can.
nice, Retna.
That's a
Can
very
also.
good idea.
Very good idea actually.
That's a good
I did
Very
not
idea.
clever.
I did not think
Yeah.
of that at
Brilliant.
all.
Yeah, so brilliant.
So we all can agree that the next video we're going to discuss on the first section, which is food, right?
Food, yeah.
Yes.
Good. Okay,
Good.
so everybody get some
Okay.
on food.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay. So that
Alright.
is all for our first video discussion 1 for
Yes.
the weekly tribune.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Good. Thank you
Bye.
guys.
See
Thank
you
you.
guys on the next video.
Bye-bye.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay.